You know those really bad mobile game ads where they get literally the stupidest person on earth to play the game just to try to make you mad and get you to install the game? Yeah, you know, the ones where you miss that little X by a millimeter and you get flung to the app store. I've always been curious about those games but never wanted to install them because then I'd be giving into the ad. So imagine my surprise when I open up YouTube and one of those games is right there. Since when did YouTube have games? Like, you don't come to YouTube to play games, you come to YouTube to watch other people play games. Or make them. Anyway, I got curious and decided to try it out. And it's about what you would expect. It's amusing for a little bit, but quickly gets really boring. But I can see how you could play this for hours on end if you're like 3 years old or a Facebook mom. But that's exactly the main issue with these kinds of games. The main problem isn't that you have to watch 30 seconds of ads every 5 seconds. The main problem is that they're too easy and short. You just make a bunch of easy decisions like red square or blue square for about 10 seconds and then you just beat the level. That's boring. And you already know when a game has a problem to have no fear because AlbertSeir is here. I should get that put on t-shirts. Anyway, in case you haven't pieced 2 and 2 together, I'm gonna make my own version that is just a little bit harder, just a tad bit more difficult, like almost impossible, just barely impossible. I'm gonna make a game that's super impossible. Because at the end of the day, that's what people really want. Like Subway surfers. I'm not bad at the game, it's just impossible. Screw you. And because I hate myself, I'm gonna do it all in 2 hours. Because 1 hour is never enough. When it comes to game development, 1 hour is literally not enough to do anything. So we start the clock and begin. We have no time to waste. So I'm just gonna start by making the map, which is just a floating platform in the sky. Pretty easy. And then we're just gonna steal some code from Fine Dining, which is just the ridiculous game I made in my last video. If you haven't watched that, make sure you go check that out. And then we can just make our menu here, so that when I press play, I should be able to see the map. And there we go, first try. Now we just need something that you move around. This differs from game to game. Some of them you have like a bowl, or some of them you have high heels, or just a bunch of people, but they're always different. This is the signature part of the game. So I must use 103% of my brain to come up with something to make this game stand out above the rest. As you can see, I am a chair, and I can drag the chair by moving my mouse back and forth. I think this is the beginning of a truly legendary game. And since our object's gonna be a chair, I think we already have our name. Now what we need to do is add some obstacles. You know, those gate things, I don't really know what to call them. So I'm just gonna open up Blender here, make a staple, mirror it, bevel it. There we go, easy, done. Now let's make these bad boys move. Where is the frame? Rah! There we go. Oh no, they're coming right for me. Oh. Now let's just make it so that when I pass through the gate, it stacks chairs. Because that's the only logical thing that would happen, right? Little did I know that this would take close to an hour to do. Because the best way to do this was just to use Roblox's tools, because they have tools to do exactly this. But they're so bad. They're overly complex for no reason. Basically what it's going to do is if you have one chair, it's just going to take that one chair, multiply it by the height of that chair, and then just put the other chair on top of it. Easy. Then if you have like 5 chairs, we take the height of the first chair, multiply it by 5, and then we have the height of our 6th chair. Simple stuff. Like I said, only took an hour to do. But this is why in game development you always need that extra hour, because some stupid problem that should be really easy like this will always happen. Nah, good enough for now. We'll fix it later. So as of right now, we have a game that's about as difficult as those stupid mobile games. The only difference being is mine is endless. And you're a chair, of course. But to achieve our goal of making the hardest game to ever game, I'm gonna add mystery gates. Let's just say that when you go through these bad boys, a random something will happen to really spice up the game. Maybe later on, if we really want the game to be spicy, we can add some freaky gates. Anyway, now that we have the mystery gates done, as you can see, the game is going pretty slow. And then we have our first mystery gate come along. Yeah, that's better. No, where'd they go? Alright, so we have a little bit under 20 minutes left. Just enough time to make our score and game over, Gooby. Alright, 2 hours and 31 cans of Coke later, I think we have ourselves the hardest game to ever game. What's crazy though is after a little bit you kind of forget that you're just dragging around a chair. The game is still super unpolished and honestly kind of boring. And I can't just end the video here with an unpolished game. So let's take some extra time to spice up the game off the clock. I bet you've never seen a chair look this good. Oh yeah. Yeah, give me more. Give me more. Yes. Now give me anger, girl. Yeah, look at me. More anger. Yeah, now give me sad. Now turn away, look shy. Yeah, more embarrassment. Yes. I've worked with better. But not many. Alright, and you can go there. And just the finishing touches on this menu. And import this beautiful button that I definitely stole from online. And done. As you can see, we have a full menu now, it's all pretty. And we even have our little chair down here to keep count of how many chairs we have stacked. I also fixed that bug where the chairs were spawning in the middle. Not to toot my own horn, but the game feels and looks much better. The mystery gates can just straight up half your score now. And is that the Freddy Fazbear? I'm not gonna get copyrighted, right? Nah, I should be fine. There's a bunch of fan games on FNAF, and even some that just straight up rip it off. I wanted to end the video there, but I might have accidentally spent another 2 hours working on the game. As you can see, we now have leaderboards, even a store where you can purchase different chair skins based on your high score. Huh? What's that you say? Al, that's stupid, why'd you spend so much time on that? I don't know. It was also a great moment to do a bit of trolling, because as you can see, this chair requires a high score of 10,000. However, that is pretty much impossible. And to prove it, let's see how high of a score I can get. I made it so that the mystery gates can also slow down your speed, because I noticed that once you started going super fast, it just kinda got boring from there. So now there's a chance that you can slow back down, and then speed back up. I don't think I explained this, but in the bottom left, that shows you how many chairs you currently have. That's not your score. Your score is based on the max number of chairs you had during that run. So if I got to like 100 chairs, and then lost it all and lost the game, then my high score would be 100, not 0. I think that makes sense. I'm not entirely stupid. It's so goofy seeing Freddy fly by. As you can see, it's going a little bit faster now. And there we go, okay. I might have forgot to mention that the mystery gates can just straight up take away all your chairs and just end the game immediately. But I think that's a part of what makes this game truly hard. Like me. Anyway, game is up. Link is in the description.